And the point is, it doesn't matter. It does not, it does not matter, right? It don't matter at the end of the day about any of your limiting beliefs. That's what holds most people back. That's what held me back. It's your limiting beliefs that hold you back. It's not the matter of the situation. You know, the Bible says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Man, my words are really right now. But I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And there's nowhere in this entire world that God will put you that he didn't place you on purpose. For example, and this is my proof, God told Moses' assistant, he said, to remind you, and I'm paraphrasing, like I told Moses, anywhere the sole of your foot treads upon, I have given you. God tells us everything that's in that word is for our edification, you know, for us to grow, for us to understand, for us to really just lean into, right? Dig into that and be a part of it. You know, we take on his blood, you know, we take on a piece of his body with communion, with the process of communion. That's a different subject, but it's the point. And when God gives a word to someone in the Bible, the stories that we read, he's also given that word to us. And so when he told Moses this, and he told his assistant to be reminded of that, he's telling us too. If I place you somewhere, I placed you there on purpose. And nothing that you can go through, nothing that can happen there is not supposed to happen where I wanted you to be. So let's keep that in mind. And when we go forth in any of our endeavors in our lives, we want to be reminded of that little tidbit about Moses, what God told Moses, what God told his assistant to be reminded of. And we that other, you know what I'm saying? God's telling the assistant just as well as he told Moses, I placed you there. I put you there. Nothing can stop you. Okay? So when I decided to take it on and I just deposited that boy, I was like, dang, look at all that. Like, I did settle the difference in my account first. I didn't want that to be a part of the situation because that would just mess up my integrity. But so I settled that difference, and then I deposited that check in there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even think I've ever seen that much in my account at one time. And I was like, dang, like, God, you already doing it. And that was that right there, it clicked too. You know, it's like, just do it. It's like I was afraid of even just putting it in there. But the Bible says, you know, God does not give us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and of a sound mind. So anything that comes to us that's opposite of what God gives us is not of God. And if we're going to lean into what's not of God, then we might as well just not be in God. You know what I'm saying? We can't be lukewarm. We mess up. You know, God knows we're imperfect and we're human, right? And we are partial to the human condition, which is comfort. And it would have been comfortable if I would have stayed in a place where I was afraid to receive a lump sum of something that could change my life financially, just the outlook, you know. And when me and the donor spoke, the donor said, it's just however much. And I was like, what? You know, because to me at that present moment, I'm like, man, however much to me is however much. 5 years to turn. But it'll change your mind. And that's the best part about growth and doing things that are uncomfortable or not typical to you, to wherever you are. The best part about doing things that are not typical to you is that you learn a different aspect of self. And that's growth. And it's a short way to grow quickly, you know, because a lot of us like instant gratification. Do something that is totally out of your norm. And then recognize how your senses in that moment, right? Your feel, how it smells to you, how it tastes to you, you know, and then your sick, all that stuff, and then your sixth sense, you know what I'm saying? And think about your existential sense, you know? Think about all that. Think about all that. And that's growth. And where you are, the who, what, when, where, why of all of those. Right? The who, what, when, where, why of all of those. And that changes you. That really changes you and grows you. You can do that literally in one day. Go do something that is absolutely atypical. Right? I believe that's right. Not typical to you. And just today, do it now. Do it now. Do it. Say hi to people. That's everybody's thing right now, right? Go up to somebody you don't know, absolutely don't know, and just smile and say hello. Give them a compliment. And then see how you are, like where you at mentally and emotionally and all that leads in that present moment. And be present in that moment, you know? That'll change it. But I decided to do it, and I deposited that junk, and that was the best thing I've ever did in my life up to this point.